Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. Sorry I haven't been on for a good while. I was feeling under the weather. We've had the last 4 days have been rainy and crappy here. And I'm just, my kidney function went down a little bit and it's really hitting me hard. It's even hard to walk, even 100 yards. I just get real tired. So that's not too good. But we went down to Faye's green card hearing. Ooh, a little dizzy. And the lady said everything went good but her medical. And we went to the medical place that was on their list. Well, she had a copy, so she gave it to her. Well, the doctor didn't sign it. So what happened was she has to get another one because in the time that we went to that doctor and the time that we got to the hearing, they took away the certification for that doctor. They're no longer doing it for Department of Homeland Security. So they said it's void even if he did sign it. So she's got to go back and do it again. I hope she don't have to get all them shots and all that crap again. That was like a $350 office visit. So it sucks. So we have to do that. And then the lady said everything was fine for the green card once she has that. So that'll be really good. Then a couple days later, I got a letter because I'm the petitioner that everything was okayed. So she put that in her file, and we got to get the rest of it straightened out. But things have been going okay. We went out today, and Faye and I hit a bucket of golf balls. Can't really hit a golf ball good anymore, but it got muscles that I haven't used in a while moving, so I feel better. Faye did really good. I was surprised. She hit the ball real good. I bought her some clubs for Christmas. I don't know if I'd be able to go to a golf course anymore, but I can still go putt and go to the driving range. So we had some fun doing that today. That was pretty good. Dorothy's at a camp for school till Friday. Kind of miss her already. She was gone night before last, and then she's going to be gone again tonight. So it's a school thing, and she's got all her buddies going. So that's going to be good for her to get out and about. But we had another weird thing happened with the car. We had to go on the highway. I had to go get my VA doctor's visit for getting the percentage for the VA for disability. So they had canceled a couple of them, and finally that lady was there. Well, I'm coming back from that place, and it's we were on part of the highway that had 3 lanes, and I'm in the middle lane, and the right lane's going to disappear because it's an exit lane. And I turned off that dang automatic braking system. Well, this guy in a big blue Suburban, brand new one, came up real fast on the right and then immediately cut over. I mean, there couldn't have been more than a foot space between my bumper and his. And that car of mine threw the brakes on so hard it hit the anti-locks. I'm glad nobody was behind me because they'd have plowed right into my ass end. And I noticed if you use the cruise control, it automatically turns that on again. So I had to pull over and get into the book and shut it off. And then I can't use the cruise control because when you're on cruise control, it's automatic for that. So I hate that. And I got to I'm going to have to get some new shocks on the back end of it. It makes a little bit of clunky sound coming from the back end, and I took a look. The shocks aren't leaking. The shocks look fine, actually, but it's the bushing, the round bushing. It's got bushings on both ends, and they're dry rotted and cracked, just from weather, I guess. And so I'm going to have to get that replaced coming up here pretty soon because I don't like that clunky sound. And you can see the one on the right on the top. I crawled up under there with a flashlight and just stuck my phone up there and like snapped pictures of it when it was clear. And it's got chunks missing out of it. So I wish I could just buy the bushings because the shocks aren't leaking. I looked on them real good. They look fine. But I'm getting ready for I had bought the oil a while back. I'm getting ready for my oil change. It says in the book that you change the oil every 10,000. Ain't no way in a million years I'm going to do that. The oil still doesn't look real bad or anything, but I'm going to get it changed here. It'll be right at 5,000, and we'll get it changed. So, but other than that, the car's going really good. We like it. I'm glad I got it. I hope down the road I get to feeling better where I could have a bike again, but that's way out into the way out in the future. I hope I get feeling better. They're still talking dialysis, and when I went to see the kidney doctor last time, I had the blood work done, and she didn't have it yet. And she called me up 2 days after the appointment and said, yeah, they got a little bit worse from the last time we tested you. So, she's setting me up for dialysis classes so I can see the different kinds of dialysis there are. And then she said, but it's okay, we're making an appointment in November. And I know my kidneys must be worse because I got no energy, and that's one of the signs of your kidney failure, that you just wear out. And it's stupid. It's just little short walks tire me out. Coming up these stairs I get up the top of the steps, I got to sit down. I took my wife to Walmart. She works at the senior citizen center right up here in the corner, and she wanted to get some crossword puzzle books for the old timers down there. She really likes a lot of those old folks down there. She's perfect for this job. She's like the member of the Glee squad. She plays games with them and stuff like that. There's my beautiful boy. Hi. That's my buddy. And so she plays games with them and tosses the beach ball and gets some coffee and does stuff like that. That's her job down there. So she bought some of the ones she really likes. But she did come home on a downer the other day, and I told her this before she started. It's a rough job because you get to be friends with these people, and she got to be friends with this one little lady. She said she really liked her. 99 years old. The little lady had a birthday party, and then when she had a day off, and when she went back, that little lady had passed away. So, and she said she was really bummed about that. And I said, yeah, that's how it's going to be there. We only get so much time. You guys got to remember that. We don't get a lot of time in this world. It's a vapor. Just yesterday I was 20. So it's just the way it goes. But everybody's doing pretty good. Boys are doing well. Kids are doing good in school. And we're just keeping on stroking. I hope I get to feeling better. I wish I knew what I could do about this. They want to send me down. I got to make an appointment tomorrow for some kind of vascular study. They're going to do that. And they're also going to X-ray my shoulders because I can't hardly even reach over my head even to wash my hair. I get real sharp pains in my shoulder, and they said, yeah, that's from the bone cancer that can affect your shoulders. It was affecting my hip real bad, but that's gone now. And I think my shoulders are getting better. A week ago, they were so bad, I couldn't hardly do anything with my arms. I couldn't reach around to get my wallet or anything. And it's not as bad now. The left one's a lot better, and the right one still gets these like I'm getting a dagger stabbed in there when I go to reach around my backside, like to get my knife or something. I keep my knife on my right side. I'm gonna have to put it over on my left. But I use it to open letters. I had a dang there. See, I can get my arm up, but boy, it gives me like a zap. Makes my hand go numb. But I had a buck 110 since I bought it when I went into service in the 70s. And boy, believe it or not, it was worn down pretty good. So I got another one. I got a new one. And boy, I still like them. They're a real handy knife to have on hand, for opening boxes or whatever you need to do. But like I say, we're still kicking. I hope you guys are all doing well. And don't forget to pray for each other. I talked to my buddy Paulie. He's moved into his new house down south, and I hope the Lord blesses him with long life and happiness. Him and his wife are down there. Talked to my buddy Ronald. His best buddy Danny, a month or so ago, fell down in his bathroom and I guess was stuck there for a month, and it did a sore on his leg so bad it rotted down through the bone. They had to take the poor guy's leg off, and he's still in intensive care in the hospital. So pray for our buddy Danny. Ronald's been going up there to see him every day, and they have had to take his leg off, and that's a rough way to go. But he sent me some pictures, and it definitely wasn't good what happened to this fella. But it's how things go. It's when you get to be an old timer, it's good to have people checking on you every day, because they said he laid there for 2 days before the neighbor found him. So, when you get old, you got to have somebody around, because things like that could happen. I go into the bathroom when my wife is gone. If she's at work, I don't even go in there to take a shower, because this is a 1962, this place is built in. It's got the original tub, and it's slippery. I was thinking if I went to the store and got some of them sticker things to put on there, but I got a chair that I can put in there too, and I worry about falling down. So like I say, I do not take a shower when nobody's home, because I don't want to take a fall in there. And there's no good rails. The next place we go, hopefully we can get a house down here. I can use the VA to get a home loan. I hope we can be able to, if I get back money on this VA, I'd like to get a house, and I definitely want to set the bathroom up. And I want to get a house that's just one floor, no steps. These steps here, I don't have too much trouble coming up. Tires me out, but going down, I worry, because I got a knee that it will quit. It'll just give out. And I'm glad ours has railings on both sides, but my hands aren't strong like they used to be. They're getting better again. They're better than they were. And hopefully I keep going on an upward trend. But what's going on since I had the stem cell, I've been on a roller coaster. It's just been up and down for this whole time. And they said it's going to be at least a year before you're any kind of normal. So, but they got me on. I'm taking 2 different types of calcium. I'm taking bicarbonate of soda, and I can't remember the other one. Vitamin D. They got me taking vitamin D every day, and I do whenever I get a chance. I go out in the sun, but like I say, the last 4 days it's just been gloomy and rainy, and I wish I could move down south and get down where there's heat. I'm not the kind of person who goes for the cold, and I'm not the kind of person that bitches when it's 95 degrees. I love it. That was one thing about the Philippines I missed more than anything else, was the weather. We lived in an area of the Philippines in southern Luzon where we didn't really get too bad of hurricanes. We had one major one that came over our house when we were in Cavite. And then when we moved down to Lipa, we'd get rainstorms, but they were never anything that was real bad. And most of the time it was always sunny and breezy, and a lot of hot days, a lot of days around 100, but I loved it. I was out there in it, But my wife, we were coming home today, and there was a bunch of high school track guys running with no shirts on, and that amazes her, because in the Philippines, you can't go around without a shirt on. Guys, you have to wear a shirt if you're out in public. And she says, they allow them to run like that? I said, yeah, they're track guys. They're cross-country guys. And I just laughed at it, because I remember when I was young, I was in cross-country, and we were running. And there was a whole crew of them going by, and I'm not kidding you, I could almost walk as fast as these guys. They were like jogging. That was, I don't know. And all of them had big bellies. What you got there? Oh, yeah, don't put ketchup on me. Yeah. But they all had jelly bellies on them. I didn't see any one of them that was lean and mean. And that was one thing I noticed. when you look at the kids of today, of the kids when I was younger, I think when I was going to the middle school, I was really into sports, and we had one fat kid in the whole school, and then when I got to high school, there were a couple. But now, my goodness, you go by the schools, and it's like 70% of them are overweight. I think it's just the diet, and we're real careful what we feed our kids. We try to get them fresh stuff. It's expensive. We just lost a whole refrigerator worth of food because our refrigerator went down, and we got the freezer stuff in our little deep freezer, but it's packed. You can't even get your hand in there anymore. And it took the apartment complex 4 days to get us a refrigerator before they brought us up another one. And that really sucked. But, we're in an apartment now. We're at the mercy of these people. And we hadn't put a light in the kitchen. And because the old one it completely fried out. So the guys came. They put a new one in, and it lasted 2 days and burnt out. So hopefully they'll be back to put that in because it's real dark in there. And I'm getting up able to do a little bit more. So, do a little bit of cooking, a little bit of the dishwashing, face working now. I don't want her to have to do that. I'm getting the kids in there to do it more. And they need to step up too, because I don't want Faye coming home and doing dishes at all. That's not fair. She's working now, and I hope she can save up a little bit of money to get a car, and she could start buzzing around the town. I hope she can pick up driving here. She wasn't able to do it so good in the Philippines. Of course, that traffic over there is just absolutely crazy. And I hope when we do find her a car, we just find her a small one that's going to be easy for her to judge. The car that we have now would be horrible for her to drive because you can't see the front end. Even if I put the seat all the way up to where my head's on the ceiling, you can't even see the hood in this thing the way it's designed. And the back end either. It's got a camera. It's got the backup camera. I wish it had a front camera also that you could, that's something they missed the boat on that. They make a luxury car and they give you a backup camera, which, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think that's the best damn thing in the world. But it should have a front end camera too, because you can't judge the front end. And I'm going to go down when I get to feeling better. I got an appointment at the VA next week, and right by the VA, on the way there's a Buick dealer, and I'm going to stop in and ask them what I can do about this and get a price on shocks. This one's got them shocks that have the if you put it in sport mode, it turns on like a magnet in there and makes them a lot stiffer. And there's my little monkey. Monkey. Here's my other one. Hey, handsome.
Hello.
My little curly top. Let me see that mop.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Papa, look.
Let me see that mop.
Your...
Look at that hair.
Papa, your other monkey.
Beautiful hair.
Papa, your other monkey.
There's your monkey. I got 3 monkeys.
Yep.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Like I say before, don't forget to pray for each other. I get to hear from you guys from time to time. And it's really good. I got to give some calls out to some of my other buddies. I had a couple of weeks there that, not kidding, I was just totally under the weather. Even just to get up and walk up to get the mail was a major chore for me. So, I hope this turns around. It seems today I had a better day than I had in the last week. So I think a lot of it has to do with this weather. And I do wish that I could get out of this cold, and I'm not looking forward to the winter. So take care, guys, and I'll talk to you again. Brickshaw out.